Welcome to our last cooking class. We have saved the best for last. Today we are making homemade ice cream just for you. You start with your bag, and if you're going to make this again, you add 1/3 of a cup of salt. Now I'm using ice cream salt. It's also called rock salt. And the reason I'm using it is because you'll notice in your bag how big and chunky that salt is. The salt actually makes your ice colder, so we need it to make ice cream, but we don't want it to get inside of our ice cream, and the bigger pieces don't get in quite as easy as the little powdery pieces we put on our food. You can use the other salt, but be extra careful if you do. So we need to fill our bag halfway full with ice. And you will have to do this at your house because I did not deliver ice to you. So fill it about halfway full of ice, and then yours is ready for you. But if you make it again, all you have to do is put in 2 tablespoons of sugar. There's 1, 2, 1 teaspoon. Well, actually, we're going to do it like this because it's a lot easier. So you're going to put in 1 cup of half and half. So half and half is like milk. It's not as thick as whipping cream, which is what you use to make your butter with, but it's a lot thicker than milk. So we're going to put 1 cup, so measure 1 cup, and then for pouring, it's much easier to just pour your 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla is what's going to make your ice cream taste like vanilla ice cream into your half and half. Then you can very easily pour it into your bag that has sugar on it. So when you close your bag, you might need Mom or Dad's help. You want to get out most of the air, and yours already has most of the air out. Seal it really extra good. You could also use a jar, and that way it would work that way too. If you're using a jar, go ahead and use a spoon to stir it. Since ours is in a bag, we went ahead and kind of squished it around a little bit. Yours is already squished, don't worry about it. We're just trying to get that sugar mixed in with that milk. So we squished it around a little bit, and notice I am not squeezing it so it squeezes out the top. What I would recommend is that you go ahead and put it inside another small Ziploc bag. And the reason that I'm recommending that is because that way you have a much better chance of not getting salt into your ice cream. So you see now I have my ice cream in a bag, and I have that bag inside the bag. I have very carefully sealed both bags. Now I'm putting it on top of my ice, and now I'm adding more ice. We want lots and lots of ice to make homemade ice cream. Okay. So once you have lots of ice, go ahead and seal that bag too, because you don't want your ice falling out. Now, if you have mittens, you might want to wear your mittens because you'll notice it's already pretty cold. And as that salt gets mixed in with your ice, it's going to get even colder. So once you have your mittens on, you're going to want to shake it. I do not have mittens, so I am going to take a towel. This is just a kitchen towel, and I'm going to hold my bag in the kitchen towel and shake. And periodically I'll turn it over and shake it the other way. Now we're going to take a break in just a second because you have to sit here and shake this for 6 minutes All right, the timer has gone off. Our ice cream should be ready. Okay, now this step is very, very important. So you may want your mom or dad to help you so that you can enjoy that good ice cream. The first thing we have to do is open our big bag, pull out our small bag. Oop, mine is still too soft. I did not shake it long enough. So you can see that mine's quite squishy. I'm going to have to keep shaking. So I'm going to put mine in there. And I'm going to set the timer for 2 more minutes, and I'm going to shake some more. All right, it should be ready by now. So, again, we're going to open our outside bag, pull on our inside bag. Yeah, that feels a lot more promising. Okay, now this step is very, very important. I'm going to turn the water on so it's cold water coming out of the sink. It needs to be cold because we don't want it to melt our ice cream. And I will tell you that Miss Stephanie has made this with kindergartners before, and they used wet paper towel so they didn't run a risk of getting water in their ice cream or melting their ice cream. But we're going to rinse our bag off, get all that salt water off, and you can see I'm mostly rinsing where the ice cream is not there. It's just the very opening, and see how it can open just a little bit right there? We're going to open that part up, make sure we get all the salty water from our melted ice out. Once all that salty water's out, I'm going to rinse my hands off in case they taste like salt. And then, just for good measure, I think I'm going to wipe it with a paper towel too. We can do both. We don't want to take any chances that our ice cream is going to be ruined with salt. We open it up. We have our other bag inside. Whoops. And then we can open up that bag. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. You can take your spoon and eat it right out of the bag, or you can put it in a bowl and put some fun toppings on it like, sprinkles or fruit or chocolate syrup. Whatever you like the best. Enjoy your ice cream. It's fantastic.